just walk on through. The ghosts are all around. Here and I can't be moved. I never look back. They start creeping in, but I'm leaving them in the past. Don't tell me that I'm dreaming. Don't tell me that I'm wrong. 'Cause I've heard it all before. And just look where I am now. We can break the cycle, find our own way out. Was the light at the end of the tunnel? Been down the darkest road. I know that it's true. So throw your dirt at me and make it look brand new. They all know my name. Not an easy shot. Turn these tears into gold. They shine like what I've lost. Don't tell me that I'm dreaming. Don't tell me that I'm wrong.
Oh, can you guys hear me now? Hopefully that works. Oh, hold on. Mono. I had this set up, but now it's not working. What the heck? Now mix the mono. That should be good now. There we go. Well, welcome guys. We're gonna get here into qualifying. Just showing this little intro screen where we can chat and stuff. I don't know if it's working correctly though. Chat is not appearing where it's supposed to be. So we'll figure that out next time. But we'll get into some racing content here. Where did our game capture go? Oh, it's been a disaster, boys. One sec. We want display capture. Yeah, there we go. Alright. Get some things settled in here. Thanks for joining. Not much is up, but excited to watch this qualifying lap of Kenneth Portis. Let's get it. We're on board with him in the Lamborghini here at Kyalami tonight. Sausage Curb Racing is the team. They are currently 4th in the championship standings, I believe, right behind Jungle Fever. So they'll be looking to try to get some good points here, as it is the double points night. And down below you can see I've made up the Drivers' Championship here. So Ed Kerstetter way out in the lead at the moment, as Larson is missing out tonight. And I'm wondering about the Cardew Racing team. Does not appear to be out here at all. So none of those drivers, and unfortunately Hutch is missing as well tonight. So Calvin Wolf has a chance to gain a lot of points and jump up the standings quite far if he can get a good result here tonight. As well as Kenneth Portis and the rest of the pack in the back can pick up some good points here for guys who are not here tonight. We watch Kenneth here, who I think is the first driver to put in a actual timed lap tonight. We'll watch him cross the line coming up here shortly as he comes through this scary section past the Cheetah and Sausage Curb of Death right there, navigating that cleanly and wide onto the curbs. Coming into turn 1 here, needs to get a good exit and get the power down early. Can use all of that curb on the outside and crosses the line here with a 1:42.435, but gets beaten by Kerstetter by almost a second. More than a second, sorry. Got Melon Pitch coming in, getting a lap in just under 2 seconds. Matthew Reed beating out Kenneth Portis by a good margin there in the other Lambo. Valero coming in and scooping up that, and so the Lambo is proving to be a better car, as Lambos just keep popping up on the board here. Alright, so P1 and 2 are the Porsches. They're obviously strong here. We're on the front end of Melon Pitch going through the long sweeping right-hander. Back onto P Fender in the Lambo down here in 15th. Where is he going to jump up to? Up to 10th position. So we're watching all kinds of interesting lap times here from different drivers. The Lambo's kind of all being spread out now that the other cars have come and done a time. So Kerstetter with pole at the moment, with Samuel in the other Porsche just behind him. But at the moment, Kerstetter lapping way quicker than most of the field. Now we're going to come up here for another lap. Does that count? Or did he go too wide? On board with him now on the hood. He does improve that lap time. A 1:40.7. That is a blistering fast lap time. Kenneth Portis getting up in the P2 after that run. And Samuel, we're on the rear wing. I love that camera angle when we're following someone. Matthew Reed going up to second. You guys putting in work for Kyalami in the Lambo. So the Lambo proving not to be a weak car around this track. So Samuel, he improves and goes back into P2. JJ Burr for Jungle Fever Racing in third place in the team championship. Let's just bring that up. Yeah, so as you can see, Jungle Fever trying to gain points to Vito Cardew Racing School, but I don't think they can do it, as it's only 2 drivers from that team out here tonight. But JJ being able to in third place at the moment, and Kenneth Portis Calvin Wolf in 6th. They're on for some high scoring points, but will it be enough to accelerate them up the order about 100 points? I'm not sure, because they both will have to finish in the top 5 to even come close to that, depending on what comes out at the end. I'm just surprised that the Lambos are finally a little bit here to put some laps in. So our leading and championship team, the Happy Little Accidents team, has locked out the championship here tonight, as a lot of the drivers they were battling for the championship there are not here. So they have clinched that. They've got the title. Congratulations for Happy Little Mistakes. What a season. Larson was out here laps, always getting, as we see Dustin Fletcher getting out of shape. I've done that a few times in that exact corner. But as I was saying, yeah, Larson getting so many pole positions. That guy was a pole position master this last season. And Derek Stack doing a good job for his team, just coming around and staying clean and getting things done. Nunez does not appear to be able to make it tonight at the current moment, but we have 4 minutes of qualifying left for guys to jump in here and start. Would like to see him out, but understandable that things happen in life. But they do have one team member representing Happy Little Mistakes, and going to clinch out and win that title here tonight by finishing anywhere in the point. Christopher Flores, we're on him. He is in the Aston Martin doing a 1:43.6, which honestly, for a race pace, is not the absolute worst you've ever seen. It's actually pretty good race pace. Just not being able to extract that qualifying pace needed to get up the standings. But as we've seen, proven, and experienced, most of us in sim racing, it doesn't really always matter where you're qualifying. It's all about getting through cleanly and having a clean race, and you can score major points and get great positions by just being patient and clean on track. Well, there's Nunez. As I didn't see him, but he jumps up all the way up to P2 in the Audi. Is a very strong track around Kyalami, so we got 2 Happy Little Mistake guys out, or accidents, sorry, out here, ready to take that championship. So we get to watch them dominate here tonight, hopefully. I love the livery, and they are a great team working together and getting things done. Getting all those points, 720 points as it stands, but it's going to go up from there. So that is a huge amount of points scored for one team here. So Nunez only 0.3, like 2.5 tenths slower than Kerstetter. So that's pretty good. Kenneth Portis just, I'm not sure, extracting almost all the potential in the Lamborghini there. It'd be really cool if all the Lambos were able to be front to back at the start of this race. That would be quite interesting. So there's Nunez, not really improving his lap time at all. Samuel up here in the barbecue. Is this barbecue? Going into Crocodiles? I have a hard time remembering each track name or track corner name. It's in third at the moment. Who have we not spoken about so far? A couple of the guys down below. Doing not too bad with a 142.891 as his fastest lap so far tonight. Back on the Kenneth Portis as he comes into the last turn. Well, he improved his lap time and jump up from 8th position currently. Does he improve that? And does not improve that. So unable to jump up the order. Derek Stack behind him, 11th position at the moment in the Bentley. On to Goetia now, who is just trying to get around a back marker, but not sure. Maybe he's already scuffed that lap, so he's not caring too much. Our only Nissan out here tonight in 10th position. Back onto Goetia, who is running down. Oh, Goetia having a bit of moment here and letting some guys by. Nunez by. Nunez coming into the pit lane though. So Goetia, let's stay on board with him. Doing a good job this season. I liked watching him race out here. He was putting up some decent fights with some of the fast guys, so he's definitely stepped up his game even further than most. So we're done with qualifying, so this will be the last remaining laps for a lot of these guys. The Calvin Wolf across the line in 5th position to start this race. Reeds. Valero crossing the line now, 9th position. Doesn't improve. 84 coming across the line. Does jump up to 4th last minute. Derek Stack staying where he was. JJ getting beaten out by the old expert, the guy who's been hunting for a lot of seasons there. Kenneth Portis getting that last second lap in. Matt Fender coming into the pit lane. Is he on a lap that is counting as he comes into the last corner? Last time, maybe we'll see that Kinder Surprise livery Alexis out here. And that's a interesting line to take, but does not improve, and Goetia ends up in the pit lane as well. So that rounds it out. Ed Kerstetter, P1 with a 147.616. Well, or 716, sorry. Well done to him. Nunez right behind him, not too far off in the Audi. And our boy Samuel in 3rd place in the Porsche. So 2 Porsches in the top 3, with Kenneth Portis last minute getting that lap in. So well done from the guys there. JJ and Wolf doing alright, 5th and 6th. Matthew Reed having a great session in 7th position. Goetia at 8th. Valero 9th. And Melon Pitch in 10th. So pretty good and fun qualifying session. We have 20 drivers out here tonight, so they will all be getting some great points. If they even just finish out in 20th position, you're still getting a good little haul of points there. Should feel good. I'm very excited to watch this race. I hope you guys have enjoyed the season so far. Make sure to hit that like button if you've been enjoying, to get more viewers onto the stream, checking us out, maybe joining us to be in these events here. So it can make it better for you guys, maybe expand and different things like that. As well as you can check out our support links below. We got a tips page, a Patreon now, where you can become a Patreon member. Eventually we'll be adding very good perks to that. Just need time to flush it out. So during the off season, which will be a few weeks, we will be looking into that. As well as you can find all of our social links, of course. So you can check out Instagram, where Sean Collis, one of the admins and members of Zealous, does a great job at putting content on there. We'd love to see it. As well as you can see, we have a sponsored section now. So if you want to check out SimGrid for all of your sim racing needs, scheduling of events and different leagues you can find on there. If maybe our time slot doesn't work out for you, you'll definitely find a community that will work for you there, as well as Advanced Sim Racing. If you are a Discord member of Zealous, you can use a discount code that you'll find available on the Discord server under the Advanced Sim Racing channel. So look out for that if you're interested in any sim equipment needs or upgrades or attachments you're looking for. They may have the solution for you. If you're a Canadian, they are a Canadian brand and company who does a great job in Canada for sim racing. So check them out, as well as they obviously do ship to the States and whatnot. But as I digress, we're getting into the time we do a formation lap here in Zealous. So the boys will be getting instructions from our race director, who is Kenneth Portis II, who is in 4th place here tonight at Kyalami. One of his favorite tracks, one of my favorite tracks. So we're excited to present this. Ooh, and what is this? Ed Kerstetter not hitting drive-in time starting from the pit lane. Oh, he's making it juicy, folks. He is making it spicy in here. So we have 120 minutes here tonight for the race around Kyalami. Or an hour, 80 minutes, my apologies. Here, Kyalami during the daytime, very hot track temps today, 39 degrees Celsius, optimum track. There should be no challenges. Well, it will be hard on the grip because it's so hot. It'll be a little slippery, but optimum track is excellent. The guy should have no trouble feeling confident on the car. I think it would just be a case of dialing yourself back a tiny bit, not pushing too hard with that high temperature on track. As the guys are getting ready to go, as you can see, yeah, we're looking at the team championship there. Happy Little Accidents leading and will continue leading, with Cardew Racing School risking it by possibly losing P2 in the team championship as not being able to attend tonight. Jungle Fever Racing has everything to gain here tonight and nothing to lose, really. So we'll see what they can do and accomplish. Switch over to the Drivers' Championship there. So Kerstetter well in the lead and will continue, even that he is starting in the pit lane, which I think he's just trying to make it exciting here. And then the middle 3 drivers from position 2 to 4 in the championship are missing out tonight. So Kenneth Portis, we'll be watching him, Calvin Wolf, I get them confused, but Kenneth Portis as well has a chance to move up the standings into 3rd or 4th place here tonight. So we are very excited to see the action and what they are able to do here at this beautiful, fun racetrack that honestly is super underrated in a lot of real-life leagues and championships. Like F1 used to come here way back in the day, and they haven't. We would love to see a return to South Africa, as it's honestly just such a fantastic racetrack. It's a shame it's not being raced with F1 cars, but maybe in the new regulations as we get ready to go here, coming around the sausage curb of death, which we all have experienced at one point or another in our sim racing careers and lives. But sitting on board with Nunez now, he is getting a amazing opportunity here in pole position with Samuel right next door to him in that Porsche. He'll be having the inside going into turn 1. Let's see, it's an Audi versus Porsche battle down to turn 1. The German mobiles with the Italian Lamborghini and European Aston Martin of JJ right there as we're on board now. Like I said, Nunez on the inside of the track, losing out a little bit to the Porsche. Nunez getting that lead and continuing to carry it through the couple corners there. Looks like everyone's getting through. A little tap there between the Lambo and Boatley. But everyone seems to be cleanly through. Some respectable racing as they understand double points here tonight. Kenneth Portis up into third position now, getting good off the line and keeping JJ behind. Wolf and Glacia were side by side for a second. Everyone seems to be keeping it clean, and Kerstetter's already up into the back of the pack. That's how slow it was for the guys going down into turn one to avoid each other. He was able to already catch up to the pack and be right there. Glacia on the brakes. Wolf looking, but not able to make anything happen here in the first lap around the track. Nunez coming down now into Crocodiles in the lead. Half a second or more to the car behind. Oh, and now Kenneth Portis. Something happened to Kenneth Portis a little bit, losing a tiny bit of time there. Oh, sorry, I got really confused at what was happening. Thought JJ got past him there, but Kenneth staying in third position. Reed right in the back bumper. JJ having a little bit of a step out of the rear. Glacia right with him. James Turnbull. Everything's looking pretty clean. Kerstetter still in the back, but about to start making moves here as they're coming down into T1. Nunez still in the lead. JJ getting a move done on the inside of Reed, but does he get it to stick? No, he doesn't. There's a lot of action happening. Ooh, some dirt flying up here. Simon Brugge, his teammate just ahead of him, and Derek Stack pressuring him. Malapitch side by side with Reed as they go through this long hander. Everyone's keeping it safe so far. What's going to happen into this section, though? Simon was looking up the inside there a little bit, but doesn't do anything. The lead couple guys are all where they stood before. Calvin Wolf a little bit further back with Valero behind him. These guys raced in a 6-hour race at Misano over the weekend. Ed Kerstetter, something happened to Glacia. He's all the way down in last position. But Ed Kerstetter now making his way through the lapped cars, but not easily, I should add. Nunez having easy work at the moment in the lead. Clean air. So from Valero back to Reed, then Reed down the order is quite close and packed up. Simon Brugge up into 9th. Great job from him to get that slipstream of the Nissan. Doesn't look like any pressure, any lead changes, or moves being taken quite yet here. So it is a long race, so everyone's just kind of settling in, ready to just kind of bide their time, do some decent laps. Of course, you always want to gain positions as much as possible. Rodman there going side by side with Hosick, but backing out of it, or Hosick backing out of it anyways. Kerstetter still stuck behind James Turnbull. James Turnbull doing a good job at defending. But is that a little bit of a mistake as him and Ed go side by side? Did they make it out of there? No, he's still ahead. James Turnbull still able to hold him off, but Kerstetter coming through this section now. James has to cover that inside of the track, coming down the hill again. So the Lexus being pretty strong here, and Kerstetter kind of hung up on this back end of the field just a little bit, not able to get past as quickly as maybe anticipated. Glacia is starting to look at Kerstetter as he can't get past the Lexus there, starting to come into play here. She mentioned to say while I'm on stream as we watch Kerstetter, again, try to make that dive bomb. Well, not really dive bomb, but inside line move as he's side by side now with the Lexus. Drag race down the start straight. But it says he is an AM driver. That is actually just related to how many races you have raced with 0L. not skill level of the driver, as he is definitely, Kerstetter is definitely a pro alien level driver. The lap times and the races he's won and competed in. So not much happening there. Pitch in 8th position, having a good job at just kind of holding it there in the only Nissan on the field. Again, it's kind of same at the top of the order. Looks like JJ's getting a little bit more after the back of Kenneth Portis, so that is starting to turn into something. They're about 7 minutes into the race here, lap 3 at the moment. I can definitely tell you my voice is going to be dead after tonight, so I might not be talking the whole entire time. Might be taking some rests here and there. As mounted pitch getting a little loosey-goosey and off the course a bit. And again, we're very close to in the dirt. Scary. Don't want to be doing that too much. The Reed Hosick. As I skipped away, Kerstetter getting past Rodman, as well as Turnbull. And now he is pressuring the back of Hosick. I'm going to clean out all of my livery packs and reinstall them, as I do not have Kerstetter's. Unfortunately, he has a new livery that was quite good looking. I do enjoy this one though. The purple and orange and black, as Hosick kind of pulls off to the side, but they're still kind of going side by side through this section. Trying not to lose too much time, but knowing that Kerstetter's the fastest driver, doesn't want to impede both drivers' races any more than he has to. He's just going to lose time by having him behind. The pressure is quite aggravating. Kerstetter just pulling right past Ree right there, and Ree's just like, oh, okay, I'll let you through. Now Ree has to be concerned about the 2 drivers behind. Guacia not getting as much nice treatment as Kerstetter is, getting through the pack down here. So we got Jungle Fever Racing Team starting to get into it. They really need to focus on just letting each other through, but it's kind of like a team order situation. If Kenneth is Calvin is starting to set the faster laps, and you know, JJ's not pulling his weight, they will swap him around, but I don't think they'll do it willingly, as they are battling each other in the driver's standing, but team standing, they need to work together to hopefully get up to P2 in that. And there we go. So Wolf getting let through from JJ. Now Wolf's job is just to start getting closer to the rear bumper of Kenneth Portis, and if he can't do that, they'll swap him around again. Matthew Reed up here in 6th, hasn't dropped too far back, getting exactly the race start that he has been wanting for the last while, and unfortunately has not been able to do. What happened to Burgi? Burgi hit the wall or something. The hood has popped, damages on. Oh, you hate to see it, poor Burgi. I don't like to witness carnage. The Reed and Valero are right next to each other in those 2 Lambos, but they kind of backed off now. Back in the Guacia trying to get through. Guacia thought he could nip it through the inside there of Hosick, but Hosick is not giving up his position so easily as you would like to see. So Hosick and Guacia going side by side. Oh, and contact was made, unfortunately. Oh no, and Guacia into the wall. Oh, commentators curse, I swear. Oh, the Bentley's hood. Oh, he is completely screwed. He's trying to get it turned around and get to the pit lane. He's going to have to repair that sucker. Oh, man. Also, going to feel bad about that one. They just came together. Crusader getting past the other Porsche. Not easily, though. Stem was giving him a heck of a battle. Unfortunately, we're down to only 19 drivers, so we've lost one due to an issue, I'm assuming. Disconnect. Maybe we'll see them pop into pit lanes. Oh, they're JJ. Oh, no. That's who was... He got booted up. I mean, it's a really long race here. He can get back in. And hopefully regain some positions, not lose too many. He doesn't look like he's a total lap down yet. But, man, that is really unfortunate. Now it will be a comeback drive for JJ. What can he accomplish here tonight with that long of a race and being disconnected? Glacier has a long time in the repairs. So Matt Reed jumped up to 5th position. I don't think he would have believed you if you told him he'd be up in 5th with a clean race so far. But you just have to watch out with the speedy Valero behind him. So now it's admin battle. A mano. Kenneth and Calvin going at it. That sounds funny. We'll see who can better each other there. Oh, it just stinks to get disconnected as Derek Stacked and Malapitch go wheel to wheel. Oh, did JJ get disconnected again or just quit? Most likely just disconnected again. Malapitch not going to back down from this fight, though. In that Nissan. Just going to try to hold it on the outside, but just not enough grip and speed to counter that Bentley. So Wolf putting the pressure on now, but Wolf is not thinking about how it is a long race and he needs to preserve those tires. So instead of trying to get past Kenneth right now, maybe they just need to be kind of chilling out and working together to gain up onto the leaders. Maybe that will start coming into his head here as I get further along. Like Malapitch and Derek. Now that they switched positions, though, Mellon should not try to pressure him too much and just kind of follow him up. Alright, we're having a bit of a disconnect issue as the cars are floating everywhere, but where they're supposed to. Sketchy. As on my end, as Kenneth is disappearing into a land of no return. Oh yeah, this is what I would like to witness on here. So sorry, gentlemen, if you're having issues. I think we might just skip away for a second and let this network sort itself out. She is not. What I think happened was I might have been downloading something. Uh-oh. I'm watching. Oh my god. You guys should see this action on screen. I think we're back, but the cars are drifting. It's quite entertaining. I was watching Samuel go around the corner. This is it. Yeah, look at these drift moves. Woohoo! Turn on the Euro beat. He's just like going around like crazy. Hello, am I back? I think we're back. Things seem to have squared itself out. Sorry about that. Nothing I could do to control that. Just having a bout of internet trouble here tonight. We still have an hour left in this race to go, folks. And our network, my network anyways, is struggling quite hard with the whole situation here. Oh, sorry. Yeah, we're still having technical difficulties. I don't mind if you guys ended up abandoning ship here. They're about to give someone a seizure if you don't watch out. Yeah, this is not enjoyable for anyone. I think we'll try a disconnect and come back situation. Hopefully it does not kill any of our drivers with a leg spike that will occur. We're back online anyways to the server. Momentarily. We'll get back in. Whoop. Okay, hopefully we don't crash anyone. I'm sorry if we did. Apologies in advance from the commentator's booth. Uh-oh. Alright, we are back in business, baby. Let's just hope that was a one-off situation. And that we will be back in action. We haven't lost any other drivers but JJ, so that is unfortunate for JJ, but good for the rest of the crew here tonight. So just a quick recap as we were watching cars drifting around and being hilarious. Nunez in the lead now, 2 seconds ahead of Samuel in the Porsche. Nunez doing a good job of holding this lead and continuing on with 57 minutes to go remaining in this double points Kyalami race, last race of the season, round 10. Kind of poured us into third position. He was just dreaming and getting the best result he could have imagined here tonight. Calvin Wolf right behind him, losing a teammate. It's looking unlikely that the Jungle Fever Racing team will win or advance in the standings up, but Calvin Wolf here currently in fourth will be able to jump up a few positions here, almost, well, up into third possibly. Matthew Reed down here in fifth position, great job by him, but he has Chris Stetter coming up quick, who has already passed Valero. Our timing sheet here is off. There we go. Chris Stetter from the starting with the pit lane through the pack up into sixth place at the moment. Valero 7th, Derek Stack 9th position. Melon Pitch down here in 9th, actually, sorry. In the Nissan GTR. Jim Reed down here in 10th position. Good job for him. P Fender 11th at the moment. I think P Fender, either his car is damaged or he is having some interesting troubles here tonight. Hosick right behind him, another Lamborghini driver. Dustin Fletcher getting a spin in qualifying, trying to get a decent lap in, but he's down here in 13th. The only McLaren in the field tonight, doing a good job in that position. James Turnbull 14th. Rodman down here in 15th. So Beardry in the pit lane a second time. I think just to change the tires out. Dan Reed already completed a pit stop, so wondering if it's part of his strat or that he needed to. And Guaisha had an incident, got major damage on the car, but he's back here. 300 IQ plan is correct. I think Edgar Stetter here was giving us a show and a half just to make it a little bit funner, more enjoyable for him and the rest of the pack to not just drive away with it after he completed such a quick lap. I feel like he knew it would be a kind of boring race if he didn't do that, unless he absolutely forgot. And then, yeah, 300 IQ play, that's for sure, in the end. So the admins are still dueling it out very close to each other. Hosick and P. Fender. Hosick at the ankles, biting P. Fender's ankles there. Looks like Hosick has a bit of a better line through the sausage curb of death section. Rodman was right on the bumper. Oh, James Turnbull has hit the wall, as you can witness. His front of his Lexus has seen better days. Simon just getting lapped by Melon Pitch. So Calvin Wolf gets close, but then kind of just drifts away. Taking a bit of a different line through that section of the track. Ooh. Valero having a very interesting line through that corner and having some trouble. Now he's got major pressure from Derek Stack right behind, who was trying to capitalize on that bit of an error. These two are still neck and neck as well. So we got some great battles. The problem with these two battling it out so hard, though, is Edgar Setter is catching up every second. Now it's Boatley versus Lambo Power down the straight. I think Calvin tried something there, but didn't happen. Derek Stack looked to the inside. Tried to spook Valero a little bit. Does not work. Hosick and P. Fender still going strong in their battle down here for 11th position. Jim Reed having some trouble up front a little bit, going wide. He'll not want to do that too many more times here. The Calvin was really close and then dropped back again. Valero still holding his position, but for how much longer as Derek Stack is pressuring him. "51 minutes remaining here. Still 39 degrees Celsius optimum track conditions. A little tiny bit of cloud, but it's not helping cool the track one bit. Says the radar says that there's a little bit of cloud, but to be honest, when you look up, it's just blue sky. Right there's not even sky, that's a background mountain way in the distance. A little bit closer for Derek this round into turn one, but not close enough. Guatia needs to get past Turnbull with that damaged quid if he's going to start making any ground on the cars. I mean, the one advantage is he's completed his pit stop, but he's still over 4 minutes down. So about 6 laps down or something at this point. We completed 17 so far with under 50 to go. Calvin and kind of super close again. Derek getting the move down the inside. But Valero's coming back at him. Nice job, Derek, just sticking her in there. Saying, I'm taking this inside line, and Valero having to go wide to avoid any carnage. But will he come back at him? Oh, both deciding to come into the pit lane now for his pit stop. Tired of sitting behind and knows that Kerstetter's right there, ready to pressure him, so he doesn't want to deal with that. 2 Lambos down here. Side by side now, P. Fender and Hosek going into the sausage curb. Whoa! Did he save it? Looks like he still held on to it, but it went into the pit lane. Most likely unintentionally, but did it to avoid any damage. So P. Fender just had a brown pants alert moment. Gonna have to change his undies. Got 30 seconds in the car. Don't think you can get your fire suit off in time to put a new pair on. Beardry now starting to need to get through Melonpitch. Melonpitch hasn't made a pit stop. Melonpitch is technically a leading car at the moment, and Simon is a blue flagged car, but he needs to get past him. He has the speed over him. Oh, it looks like Wolf has gotten out of the pit way in advance before Kenneth. So it's Kenneth come in now. I don't know what the delta difference is, but between those, he's going to elect to stay out. Now, Kerstetter was wanting to get into the lead or at least up there to start getting closer to the leaders, because he needs to go long. He'll be on the track the longest probably out of anyone, and then pit near the end. And hope that his pace is good enough to capitalize on that. I'm going to let the auto broadcaster do its thing for a little bit and take a little breather here. Thanks for watching so far. If you're new around here, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you can see when we upload another video. Myself have been doing some interesting Forza 5 streaming, so check it out. Well, enjoy. Hopefully the camera does a good job. I'll be right back. Alright, back. Yes, Kenneth Portis doing a good job at keeping that Lambo nice and wide. Doing a good job defending from Kerstetter. It's a fun time they're having, that's for sure. Haven't really got to battle each other very much this season. And Kerstetter just carries so much more speed to these corners. Oof, very close to the back of Kenneth there. Kenneth's holding it into the defensive line still. The Kerstetter just got so much more speed on the outside as they go side by side into this section. Ooh, very close contact between the two drivers. Kenneth is having to back out of it. Kerstetter was having that corner. He was not letting up that very easily. Very close. Good fighting on track right there for position. So we should see the rest of the field soon come into their pit stops as we're halfway through the race now. We're coming up to halfway, so we should see the other guys start pulling in here. So where is Calvin? Calvin is at least 30 seconds back, but Kenneth wanted to continue. Yeah, he knew, he had the confidence. He knew Kenneth was a great driver there. Stuck her up to the inside and had faith that they would not make contact. It was close though. Definitely some touching, that's for sure. Some paint trading occurred, but nothing too major. So Kerstetter almost made it all the way through the pack. Will he do that? Only time will tell. Reed in the pit lane. Everyone's kind of spread out pretty good now. We'll see things equal out here soon, but for the most part. Simon is having trouble again with the curves. But Melon Pitch is in a situation. He's in 6th place on track, but he's got drivers all around him who are lower down, trying to work his way through all of that. We could see in chat, put the number 1 if you believe Kerstetter can get up and finish and win this race here tonight. See a show of hands if you are at the keyboard. If not, no trouble. On the back of Simon Beardsley, be coming through down the hill section. Taking a little curve there. We flipped onto his teammate P. Fender, who is actually quite a bit ahead of him, even though on track they are not. Oh, was that Kerstetter coming down the hill? Yes, it was. And Samuel, our P1 driver at the moment, in the Porsche. So exactly halfway now in the race. Last few guys will be making pit stops. Kerstetter, I think, will still continue going long. And Samuel, you are the guy to determine when the leaders go in to the pit lane. We will see what occurs. We only lost 1 driver here tonight. Quite a few drivers were not able to make this long race. We will do a poll, I think, later and just see if it was the race length that prevented guys from showing up or just real life conflictions or things that came up. We understand that life happens. It's a very fun event. Maybe this long of a race is not that great during the season. Or if we should run one of them on a different day altogether. But we like keeping that format of every Tuesday, so it's easy for people to remember. So Kerstetter in the pit lane, Kenneth to follow. Now Nunez looking like he's back in his rightful place of P1 here tonight. Elusive P1 in the double points race is 100 points, so we got a caution. P Fender spun completely around. Doesn't appear to have too much damage on the car at all, so just tires will be hot and ruined. We get back up to speed before this backpack comes up and laps him. James Turnbull, Malapitch to lead him through, and at the moment, second place. Still needs to pit. Samuel coming down the lane, but it's not going to matter as Nunez is through. Kerstetter's through. Wolf and Kenneth. So Wolf actually getting that undercut move on Kenneth. Got it done. Was able to maintain that position. Now it's all up to Kenneth to chase after the rear bumper of that Jungle Fever Racing car. Car 31. Same number as Archon. He hates that Archon has that, or Ocon has that number. Says he does a shame to it. So that will be interesting to watch here. So Kerstetter now with the leaders on the lead lap. Still, and looking to hunt down Nunez. Where are 411? Where are you on the track there? He's just going down. Into T1 now. Kerstetter down here in 4th position, but technically 2nd once those guys do their pit stops. Alright, just zoning out a little bit. Sorry, it's been a long night so far. A bit of glitch action happening on track. Restarted the stream about twice. Okay. So Samuel in the pit lane now. Where's Nunez coming down the hill? So Samuel hasn't even hit the box, I think, yet to jack up the tires or anything. He could get away with it, but I have a hard time believing it's going to happen. He needs to start moving about now. P Fender coming back in the pits now. Was that Porsche going to lift? Nunez safely by. Now he's moving. Did he come out before Kenneth and Calvin? Or even Kerstetter? Could he come out ahead? It's looking like it. He's ahead of Kerstetter now. Guacia in front of him. Guacia being a blue flag car. Malapitch, where are you, bud? Malapitch still in this little train of cars back here. He's in P1 at the moment. He is not anywhere far enough to... I think he'll be dropping down to 7th or lower. Just staying out that long, not really benefiting him well. As we watch the two Porsches, speedy Porsches, duel it out here. We'll stay on board with Kerstetter and watch him possibly make this move. We got 3 Lambos in a row, 6th, 7th, and 8th position. Man, Kerstetter just that much more brave on the brakes. Either just having that. So this is a controller versus wheel and pedal setup battle here. Samuel, as we know, the guys in the chat know, he's on pad controller, and Kerstetter has the 9 yards, I believe. It's a very solid rig setup. It's a real shame we don't have Sosa out here again to try to battle Kerstetter. Watch those two go at it on track would be quite entertaining. Kerstetter taking the outside line here and trying to do the switcheroo move. It almost works, but Samuel just holding his line well where he was. Porsche versus Porsche. This is where he made the move on Kenneth. Is he going to do it here as well? No. He's not quite close enough to make that stick. Way more speed through that section. Samuel holding the inside line though. Just feel like Kerstetter has so much more speed coming down the hill now. Side by side. Keeping it still clean. Samuel for the defensive line. But the wide line from Kerstetter may have its advantage. Now he's going to scoops in behind him just to make sure they get through the sausage curb cleanly. Kerstetter wanting to get past. Mount pitch in the pit lane at the moment. Dropping from first place down to 4th already, then 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th most likely, down into 10th position if he can get out. Samuel now on the inside. Kerstetter got the move done through T1. Now it's up to Samuel to put the pressure on the driver, but I feel like Kerstetter now has been let go. He can carry so much more speed through the corners as we've witnessed. And now he's on to catch up to Valera, who is 10 seconds in the lead at the moment. So well done for Kerstetter getting that move done through T1. We'll hold out a little bit because it doesn't look like Samuel is dropping back too far, but I doubt he's going to be able to hold them up much longer. So Beardry having a battle with Turnbull. Beardry has had a brutal turn of events here in this race, but still 15th position even after having an issue and damaging the car quite badly. Can you get past James down into turn 1 as well as what we just witnessed? It is possible. So it just dawned on me that Kerstetter is doing the true first to last position race here. In a competitive league, in a race worth double points, just not wanting to let it be boring and have some fun and make some memories with the guys on track. So it looks like Samuel is much closer, but he's not. Nunez now dealing with traffic. Almost lost almost a second in the last lap because of traffic at work, because Kerstetter is on the move. Oh, very nice of the back marker floors there to get out of the way of Nunez. Nunez can get past this next stem, the car stem. He should have an easier time to maintain his 9-second lead. Nunez really wanting that 100 points here tonight, crowning him the first double points Kyalami. Actually, this might be the second double points Kyalami. The first victory of him in a double points race. Yeah, we might make a special channel in Discord, just thinking about it, of drivers' accomplishments, the guys that get the wins and pole positions. They can have a list there, so you can have your name, kind of on a Hall of Fame type thing. No, also while we're in here, if anything sticks out to you guys as driver of the day, of course we like drivers who have stuck it out after having some terrible issues on track. So maybe having some disconnects and coming back in. Some great performance ones. Obviously, it's notable that Kerstetter is so quick that he can lap through the field and still be in the fight for the win. But, you know, we like kind of these underdog stories. More like it. We try to at least give one driver, or make sure we're not giving the same driver the award a couple of times in a row. Rodman's had a pretty good time. Reed is being decent. 10th position here right now. Jim Reed, if he keeps holding on to that, he could be our driver of the day here. Valero having a quiet but good race. Melon pitch as well. Nunez, I mean, he's not giving up. He's had some trouble. Anthony Jones, what's going on, my dude? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It would be, I mean, we have that data, but we don't put it anywhere, so I think we'll try to make a display section. Tag drivers, and you can look back there over the years, over the seasons. We can even jump back and go into some archived stuff and pick your name for a few of those different things. The race is kind of quieted down. Not much action happening. Valero and Reed, I think, of the moment, are the closest drive. Well, Turnbull and Beardry. Sorry, my dog is barking. I think he's confused that he can hear me over here, but he can't see me because the door's shut. So Valero. Yeah, the new fastest lap record would be cool as well. What is the fastest at the moment? That reminds me. So right now we have Kerstetter with a 141.748. That is faster than my just about faster than my fastest qualifying lap around this track. During race pace is just insane. So he is on for fastest track lap right now. And then who is in second fast? Second fastest at the moment is Samuel with a 142 point. Oh, sorry, no, Nunez with a 142.447. So Valero was gaining time. Just dropped back again. Kerstetter has already taken that gap to the leader from 9.9 seconds down to 6.5 seconds in about 4 laps. So well done. Tamuela now has kind of lost a glimpse of Kerstetter. Just about. Wolf needing to deal with back markers, them letting him through, but not the optimal line that Wolf would have wanted. "23 minutes to go here. Remaining in our double points Kyalami race. 1 degree track temp has dropped down, so it's 28 now. Not a huge difference. Kerstetter taking like a second out just from 1 lap. So lapping a second faster. Oh, sorry, that wasn't even fastest lap. That was last lap. Let's see. 142 point. Yeah. Yeah, so Kerstetter's fastest lap is a 141.46, which is way faster. And his last lap was only like 1/10 slower than that. So very consistent, fast driver is that man. You can do low, no, high 142s. That's kind of the average around here for a decent driver that knows the line. Aw, P Fender, man. Again, having another issue. Either a VR headset trouble, teleports back to the pit, he'll be stuck here. Stem in the pits as well. Jim Reed, man. Keep her going. Kind of having a quiet race by him. Lonesome here. Down in 10th position. I think it's a decent car to hot lap around here. Mellon pitched 9th position. Kind of lonely as well. Derek Stack getting closer to the back of Valero and Reed. Every lap he's a little closer. Kerstetter has a 5.1 second gap to the lead car of Nunez. We're on lap 34 here. 21 minutes to go. Well, if you've been in the chat for a while watching tonight and haven't hit that like button, make sure you go down there and hit that. It'll definitely help us go up in the search results on YouTube. Not that we're really trying to push that too hard at the moment, but every little bit helps us get closer. But I'd like to thank everyone for this season, for the great turnout on streams. And all the watches, the re-watches, we really appreciate that. It's so nice to see and enjoyable. Motivates us to keep doing the live streams and putting our effort into it. And we got Kenneth Portis, our race director and current P5 guy in the race, has been doing the streams on Saturdays as well. I really appreciate his time and effort. And he's put on a good show for you guys. This next weekend this coming weekend I'll be doing the live stream. As Kenneth will be on holidays. A well-deserved holiday. He hasn't been away in a while. And has usually been around almost every time we needed him in the league. So, MVP player right there. We appreciate all our guys. We got Matthew Reed on screen right now in 6th position. Come Wolf in 4th. These guys work regular jobs, come in and help support the league and do some extra stuff. If you don't know, Matt Reed does all of the team's standings and was doing the championship driver standings until we switch over to SimGrid. But he's still a valuable player with doing teams, as SimGrid doesn't have a team system for points. He's also keeping track, I think, of all the race results. So, as we were just talking about pulling all that data into a channel on the Discord, I think Reed has been managing to collect that data for us. So we'll put that to use. in the coming weeks here between seasons. I'll implement that. So look for that in the chat or in the Discord. Alright, Valero, you've closed in under a second or half a second to the car ahead. As I'm thinking of it now, check out our stream, support the stream links below. If you'd like to tip the stream, become a Patreon member, which is new to us. We haven't really done that till this week. Or you can check out our different sponsor links here. So, Event Sim Racing for all your sim racing rig needs and accessories. Check them out. You can get a discount code if you're part of the Discord. Look for Advanced Sim Racing channel, as well as the Sim Grid. Sim Grid is an awesome platform. If our time slots for our splits don't work for you, you will definitely be able to find a league to race in on there. As a little mistake was made by Reed and Valero trying to capitalize on that as I was doing that little ad read in a way. So Valero was putting the pressure on, dropped it down a couple tenths this lap. Will we see a pass happen eventually? We might. The two Lambos battling out. I think this is the highest positions we've had Lambos finish or in all season long. I think we get that new Lambo dropped in the game at some point in the next month. Hopefully some more information about the next DLC pack. Track pack, hoping to get some more American tracks. It would be really cool, Road America maybe. So Floor's getting out of the way of the guys on the lead lap. It's starting to get spicy here, folks. Chris Stetter up into P2 and has dropped that. There's only one car between the two. Man, this guy is super consistent. Valero has been putting up a good fight, but that lap times are just insane, though. Sorry, Nunez, my apologies. Nunez doing a good job leading the field, managing to be in P1. Kerstetter was our pole sitter, and he's going to want to get up into P1. Major respect for Kerstetter for making it interesting, because he could have started from pole and just lapped the field, but instead making it a bit interesting for us and himself to try to cut through the field, which he has accomplished here tonight. So Matt, Reed, and Valero still having their little battle. Valero's not much closer this time. Reed's going to put it right in the defensive spot. Hold his line and keep Valero behind. So good battling by these two. You love to see it. Beardry and Turnbull need to kind of navigate around these lead cars. Beardry braking late and wide just so he can let Kerstetter through. Kerstetter lost a little bit of time there, so Beardry's coming back at him for a second, but not any longer. Reed and Valero coming into the spiciest part of the track for overtaking. Valero darts to the outside. Reed holding it right in the center. Valero trying to carry that speed down the hill and that momentum. A little bit too wide, I would say. And Derek Stack's loving this. The more these two battle, the closer he's been getting. So Kerstetter's right now on the back of Nunez. Lap 39, 13 and a half minutes to go here. And he's gotten back up to P2 and right behind the leader to get back into the position he should have started in. But started from the pit lane and lapped the field, and now almost under half a second to the lead driver. Now, Samuel there in third position will be wanting these two to battle it out hard. It's going to be one hell of a defensive drive from Nunez if he's ever going to be able to prevent him from getting past. Preventing Kerstetter from getting past. Rodman just having a bit of a trouble. He did the right thing. He did get out of the way. Just had a bit of a hard time doing it. Valero. Again, not close enough. Derek Stack again. Getting really close. Ooh, we have Pete Bender having a moment again. Oh, buddy. I'm going to teleport back to the pits. There's 12 minutes to go. If he can handle it, it's worth continuing. Because you're getting double points here tonight. Even 20th is better than nothing. Or 19th, sorry. So Nunez running for his life. Literally. This battle's still brewing, but nothing happening. Ooh, Derek getting a much cleaner line. And now Valero's got to be defending while attacking. Ooh la la. Somebody's meet the ball. But Valero and Derek are side by side now going into the hairpin. Oh, wrong guy. Stack trying to carry the speed down the hill, but Valero keeping it. So back onto this battle for the lead. Nunez is going to have to make sure he hits every apex and breaking point from here on in for the next 10 minutes to go. The next 10 minutes, he needs to hold it. Oh my god, my voice. And my tongue is getting twist-tied over here. So these guys space back out again. Reed is able to extend his lead as these two are battling it out. The camera guy having trouble keeping up. Nunez and Kerstetter are too quick. He's not able to track him. Kerstetter is so much later on the brakes there. Right in the rear bump, within 2/10 of them. It's like right there, but not able to do anything. Valera, you've trained for this all your life, my friend. Kerstetter's just in a different mindset, though. He's in a different place. He's in the zone. Completely zoned in. Focused. Determined. Valero doing a good job, though, so far, holding him off. You get to see the areas where Cristeta is just so much quicker. You see that Bentley just towering over the Lambo. And he's too far back again. Cristeta getting into the dirt a little bit. He's right in striking distance now. He's very late on the brakes in this corner compared. But Valero doing a good job at matching that braking. Now this section of the track you can't really pass on too easily. Watch Cristeta take the wider line though and have a better exit speed. And try to stick it up the inside. But Valero just managing to do exactly what he needs to do to hold him off. Out through turn 1. Last turn, sorry, into turn 1 now. Valero a little wide and getting a little bit loose. Cristeta may have the speed on him down the straight. Valero gonna have to defend well. Cristeta starting to make the move now. And he's not able to do it because Valero holds his line. Almost touching the rear bumper. It's Cristeta right there, but it doesn't happen. Valero, Nunez doing, have I been saying Valero? Oh no. Nunez doing such a great job here. Apologies if I've been saying the wrong name the whole time. Brain's not working, but Nunez kicking butt at the moment, being able to defend from our fastest guy here tonight. Switching between battles. Cristeta on the outside. Nunez holding his line. Still holding it. Side by side now. But Cristeta able to get the move done. Patience. And he's able to do it. Nunez, what a battle though. You put it up so hard there, man. You really wanted that P1. The only chance now is if Cristeta has a malfunction or an incident. But he's been solid all season. Nunez not wanting to give up here, but Cristeta just pumps in those fast lap times. So back onto Stack, who is trying and has been trying to get past Valero for the last forever. Great bit of battling though. These guys are going to have a great time after in the chat rooms. I'm sure all three of them will be saying, wow, that was such a great time. Really pushed each other there, really had fun on track battling and jockeying for position. I know I've had to enjoy watching. I've had to enjoy? What a type of wording is that? I've enjoyed watching them battle so far tonight. Who's car 53 anyways? Oh, Rodman. Rodman Jr. the third. So P Fender is still sitting in the either having technical difficulties or they're just not wanting to leave the server in case of a lag spike. This is our most exciting great battle on track at the moment. Stack and Valero going at it. Stack has a bit of the inside. Ooh, had to be careful not to make contact. Valero a bit into the dirt with the rear tires. Rear tire, I should say. Stack looked to do that braking. Wasn't able to do it. Trying to just carry enough speed up here. It's close going into T1 almost every time. Then Valero just having the better exit or stronger on the brakes through turn 1. Whoa, such a wide line from Valero. Stack having to check up a little bit just to make sure he doesn't hit him. Valero took very deep on the brakes and had a weird line through T1 into T2. Couple more times around the track. Yep, exactly 2 more laps to go here. Kerstetter crossed the line now, 2 minutes and so to go. So I'm not able to do this quick math, but Calvin Wolf, I think, jumps up into 3rd position in the standings for a driver championship. I don't know the stats for the other guys because they're too far down. And of course the team championship. Happy Little Accidents wins here. Watching Derek Stack from that team now. And Valero in P2 from the team. That team came strong. Has almost the most points scored ever. They have 720 right now. But after this race, it'll be jumping up quite a bit to almost 900 and something. I think Kenneth Portis moves up the standings too for drivers, and Team Sausage Curb Racing may overtake Jungle Fever as JJ was disconnected. Wasn't able to reconnect. 38 seconds to go here. Kerstetter crossing the line for 1 more lap here of his championship winning season. Driver championship right here. Ed Kerstetter absolutely dominated. Did a hell of a job. Well done to him. We're just gonna stay on Stack through the last couple possible overtaking zones. Stack's had a good season too for Happy Little incidents, whatever you want to call them. Happy Little mistakes, accidents. He's been a performer. He's shown up every race, I think, and did his absolute best for his team. To watch Kerstetter come up the hill one last time. 949 Sim Racing. What a champ. What a pleasure to watch him race. Good, clean driver, respectful to other guys. And dominant performance. Consistency. Unlike most. Comes across the sausage curb one more time. Navigates that cleanly. Coming through T1 and on to the finish line winning the Drivers' Championship. Well done, Edgar Stetter, to you. Nunez coming through with a great finish, P2 for his last race of the season. Well done from you guys, both you guys. Samuel, P3, controller gang, my man, holding it out and getting third in this race tonight. Well done. Great season by him too. Well done. Kenneth Porter, or Calvin Wolf crossing the line here in 4th position. Kenneth Porter just behind him. Matthew Reed coming for one of his best results of 6th place. Valero behind him. Derek Stack right behind him as well. So that was a great 3-way battle. Jim Mellenpitch crossing the line now. We have Souza out here chatting in the chat room. Yeah, Wolf in 4th. He stepped up his game a little bit. It's unbelievable. It's unlike him. It must be a glitch in the universe. Glitch in the matrix. The game has a bug for sure. Jim Reed, well done for him. 10th place finish. Did a good job. Dustin Hosick, way to stick it out. 11th place. Dustin Fletcher, 12th in that McLaren. Only McLaren on the field. James Turnbull, 13th. Simon Beardry, 14th. Glacia, 15th. Rodman, 16th. Flores, 17th. Stem, 18th. P. Fender, 19th. And JJ Burr, 20th, even though he disconnected. But thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate you. I hope you had a fun time watching the racing over the season. Make sure to hit the different replays and check out the other races if you have not. I recommend Misano for Split 1. It was quite exciting with the 3-way battle for the lead. But that is it for us tonight here. Make sure to stick to the announcement channels in Discord for the next season and see what's going on. And if you can sign up for the next one, we'll glad and be happy to watch you race on the track next season. So take care. Thanks very much. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and check out our sponsored links below. If you're trying to buy any new sim rig gear, check out Event Sim Racing. We have a discount code in the Discord if you want to check it out. But that is it for me. So good night and take care. See you guys later.